everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, remember, take it easy on me. I'm new to this sort of thing. I'm just like you. I am not used to being in front of cameras. I'm not used to looking at myself to get the lighting and the framework just right. I want to look over here at my own face, but you can't because that's not you guys. I'm learning, and I promise these videos will improve in quality. One, as I get better equipment. Two, as I gain in experience. And three, as I learn how to properly script. Because right now, I'm doing all of these videos off the cuff. Watch band, so to speak. And I don't know how to properly lay them out. So the first couple of videos, I'm sure, will be cut to pieces, and spliced together to get rid of pauses and areas where I fumble and I'll make mistakes, is what I'm saying. Because as I learn how to do this, the content will improve for you guys. If you have any suggestions, please write down below into the comment section. I promise to try to read as many as I can, so please leave me something to work with. Give me a like and a subscribe, and I guess you hit the notification button. Maybe that all works with the algorithm. I really don't know what I'm doing. But I'm hoping you guys like it so you can learn with me. The more you interact, the more I get fired up to give you guys more content. And what we're going to do here, we're going to go through this entire process with the car. You're going to get insight on what I do in my life with this car, with other projects that we're working on, maybe some music. But I'm a complete novice, so this is just me. This is your daily average American doing daily average American things, but this time in front of a camera. And it was supposed to be overcast today, but as you can see, it isn't much. Spray pattern in the world, but did a good job though. There it is. Not perfect. Definitely better. Definitely cleaner. Okay, well, washing the car at home turns into an abysmal failure when you're trying to get the car as clean as possible. Let me show you something. Windshield and the car, as a result, is covered in water spots, hard water spots that I just couldn't control. We're going to go to the car wash in town that does filter its water to use a spot-free rinse, and then drive it back home, and that's when I'm going to do the actual clay barring. We're going to go here, we're going to rinse the car down, we're going to spray it with the iron remover, use the spot-free rinse to rinse the car back off, and then drive it home, and hopefully have achieved a better result. surface to start to work with for exactly things like that and like this that you can't get off with normal washing. And some of these other marks we're going to use an over-the-counter or off-the-shelf clay bar kit. It's going to leave us with a nice smooth finish ready for our ceramic coating. But there, look at that. So there are more, not many, but a few. And a few on a car this nice. Good me. Never done this before. Learning as I go, and hopefully I'm doing a good job. If not, you guys let me know. We learn better when we learn together. All right, so here we go. So yesterday was an abysmal failure. Zeus is loving being in the shop. I didn't properly understand what a paint pen was and how it's different from regular paint, and the complications that can arise. Or maybe not understood is a good word. Maybe I didn't appreciate. Maybe that's a better way of saying it. Because I've painted some things before, and I've wet sanded and flattened, and, they all turn out pretty good for, journeyman skill level, I guess, or novice, which is what I truly am. So I figured this might not be that big of a deal. You put the paint on there, you level it, you clear coat it, you go about your day. Well, what you choose to use, basically your tools, have a lot to do with it, and your understanding of those tools have a lot to do with it, with your success or failure rate. I'm calling mine a failure because maybe the tools were good, I didn't understand it. I know my understanding was poor, maybe my tools were poor too, mishandling. One way I mishandled my tools yesterday is I was trying to wet sand with what I thought was 2,000 grit sandpaper, and it turned out to be 1,000 grit. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot. Maybe it's not, but it turned out to change what was a minor chip into a major defect in my view. Now, I'll try to show that to you here. You see right here, that is because I tried to sand what was a chip right there and level it out where I had some overpaint, and it rubbed it straight down to the steel. I mean, right down to shine. And it was shiny. You could see it from a mile away. So I put some more paint on it. And if you notice, I don't know if it comes through on camera, but chips of that size, this paint does not fill in. It basically tints, but it doesn't cover like paint. Maybe if you were able to build up a significant layer, it would turn opaque, but it's translucent, or you can see through it, is what I'm trying to say. So it's basically, I think, a chip of that size, you're always going to be able to see it, whether it's level or not. And trust me, I shook the fire out of those paint pens. I tried my best to get them to mix. Shook them multiple times while using them. Shook it so hard one time that the felt tip flew out because it wasn't capped. And at that point, I basically gave up last night. I also damaged part of my hood. by using some faulty equipment. I put a lot of swirl marks. See, this paint on this car had no swirl marks in it at all. None. I looked. I mean, it's kind of an orange car. It'd be hard to see swirl marks, but you could see these, the ones I left in there. And now I'm having to go back and try to fix that. So this is going to be part 1.2 of me trying to successfully paint correct this car. Well, this is about the time that I realized that editing this video down to just a 10 to 12 minute video isn't going to work. So this is going to be a two-part series. This is going to be part 1, and part 2 will be coming up next week. Hope you'll come back and finish up the project with me. This is your Daily American signing out.